When audiences think of Daniel Radcliffe, the image that often comes to mind is the bespectacled young wizard from the blockbuster Harry Potter film series. But over the years, Radcliffe has worked tirelessly to redefine his career, proving that he is far more than the boy who lived. His latest venture on Broadway, the deeply emotional and interactive play Every Brilliant Thing, offers perhaps the clearest evidence yet that Radcliffe has fully embraced the challenge of evolving as a stage actor. In Every Brilliant Thing, Radcliffe delivers a performance that is intimate, heartfelt, and quietly powerful. The play itself may be simple in concept, but its emotional depth resonates strongly with audiences. Through humor, audience participation, and raw honesty, the production explores mental health, family relationships, and the everyday reasons that make life worth living. Radcliffe's involvement has brought significant attention to the production, but critics and theatergoers alike quickly discovered that his performance offers much more than celebrity appeal. Instead, it reveals a performer who understands the delicate balance of comedy and tragedy required to make this story work. A story built on small moments. Originally written by playwright Duncan Macmillan and comedian Johnny Donahoe, Every Brilliant Thing tells the story of a child who begins writing a list of all the things worth living for after their mother attempts suicide. What starts as a coping mechanism slowly evolves into a lifelong project. The list begins with simple childhood joys: ice cream, kung fu movies, staying up past your bedtime, the smell of old books. But as the narrator grows older, the list becomes more complex, reflecting experiences of love, heartbreak, adulthood, and loss. The genius of the play lies in its simplicity. There are no elaborate sets or dramatic costume changes. Instead, the entire story unfolds through a single narrator who speaks directly to the audience. Participants are often invited to read items from the list or take part in small moments during the performance. In Radcliffe's hands, these moments feel genuine rather than staged. His natural charm and openness help dissolve the invisible barrier between performer and audience, turning the theater into a shared emotional space. Radcliffe's journey back to the stage. For Radcliffe, theater has always been an important part of his career. Even while filming the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and its sequels, he was eager to prove himself as a serious actor beyond blockbuster cinema. His Broadway debut came in 2008 with the revival of Equus, a role that shocked many fans with its intensity and maturity. Radcliffe played a troubled young man whose obsession with horses leads to a violent act, and his fearless performance demonstrated that he was willing to take risks. He later returned to Broadway with the musical How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, where he showcased his singing and dancing abilities in a completely different style of performance. Over the years, Radcliffe has also appeared in several offbeat film projects, including the surreal comedy Swiss Army Man and the dark fantasy Horns. Each role reinforced his reputation as an actor who prefers creative risks over safe choices. Still, Every Brilliant Thing represents something new even for him. Unlike traditional plays, the show relies heavily on improvisation and direct interaction with the audience. That unpredictability can be intimidating, but for Radcliffe, it's part of the thrill. The challenge of audience participation. One of the most distinctive aspects of Every Brilliant Thing is its interactive format. Before the show begins, audience members are handed numbered slips of paper. Each contains an item from the narrator's growing list of brilliant things. During the performance, Radcliffe calls on various spectators to read these items aloud at specific moments. The result is a constantly shifting experience. No two performances are exactly the same because each audience responds differently. For Radcliffe, that means remaining fully present throughout the show. He must guide the story while adapting to spontaneous reactions, unexpected comments, or emotional responses from participants. Yet by all accounts, he thrives in this environment. His quick wit and warmth make audience members feel comfortable stepping into the spotlight, even briefly. The interactions often produce laughter, but they also create moments of quiet vulnerability. When someone reads a line like, "falling in love," or, "the sound of rain on the roof," the theater collectively reflects on those simple joys. Tackling serious themes. Despite its lighthearted structure, Every Brilliant Thing deals with serious subject matter, including depression and suicide. The narrator's mother struggles with mental illness, and the play examines how families cope with emotional trauma. Radcliffe approaches these themes with remarkable sensitivity. Rather than turning the story into a heavy drama, he allows humor and compassion to coexist with sadness. The list itself becomes a symbol of resilience, a reminder that life's beauty often lies in small, everyday experiences. This balance is crucial because the play invites audiences to confront difficult emotions while still leaving them feeling hopeful. Mental health advocacy groups have long praised the production for opening conversations about depression in a thoughtful and accessible way. Critical praise for Radcliffe's performance. Early reactions to Radcliffe's Broadway performance have been overwhelmingly positive. Critics have highlighted his sincerity and emotional intelligence, noting that he avoids the temptation to overplay the material. Instead, he delivers the story with understated honesty. Many reviewers have also pointed out how his presence transforms the interactive format. Because Radcliffe is already a familiar figure to many audience members, his willingness to appear vulnerable on stage creates a powerful connection. He is not hiding behind a character. In many ways, it feels as though he is sharing a personal story with the audience. That authenticity helps make the play's message resonate even more strongly. A production built on connection. Another reason Every Brilliant Thing has endured for so long is its emphasis on community. The play reminds viewers that life's joys often involve shared experiences, music, laughter, friendship, love. Radcliffe's performance highlights that theme beautifully. Throughout the show, he moves freely among audience members, making eye contact and responding to their reactions. The theater becomes less like a formal performance space and more like a gathering of friends. By the end of the play, the audience itself has helped tell the story. Radcliffe's evolution as an actor. Looking back at Radcliffe's career, it's remarkable how far he has come since his childhood fame. The enormous success of the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 could easily have trapped him in a cycle of similar blockbuster roles. Instead, he deliberately pursued unusual projects that challenged him as a performer. His choices have included experimental theater, indie films, and dark comedies, often far removed from the fantasy world that made him famous. Every Brilliant Thing continues that pattern. Rather than starring in a massive stage spectacle, Radcliffe chose an intimate production that relies entirely on storytelling and emotional connection. It's a bold move, but one that aligns perfectly with his artistic philosophy. Why the play resonates today. The themes of Every Brilliant Thing feel especially relevant in today's world, where conversations about mental health are more visible than ever. The play encourages audiences to acknowledge both the struggles and the joys of life. By focusing on small moments of happiness, it offers a reminder that even during difficult times, beauty still exists. Radcliffe's performance amplifies that message. His genuine enthusiasm and kindness make the experience uplifting rather than overwhelming. Many audience members leave the theater feeling inspired to start their own Brilliant Things list. Broadway's unique magic. Broadway has long been known as a place where actors can reinvent themselves. For Radcliffe, returning to the stage offers a chance to connect with audiences in a way that film cannot replicate. Unlike movies, theater performances are live and unpredictable. Every laugh, every silence, every emotional reaction happens in real time. That immediacy makes Every Brilliant Thing particularly powerful. Each night becomes a unique collaboration between the performer and the audience, creating a shared experience that cannot be repeated exactly. The future for Daniel Radcliffe. With his Broadway run generating excitement and critical praise, Radcliffe continues to prove that his career is far from predictable. While many fans will always associate him with the magical world of Harry Potter, his work in theater demonstrates a deeper artistic ambition. Whether he's performing in experimental stage productions or quirky independent films, Radcliffe consistently chooses roles that challenge expectations. And if Every Brilliant Thing is any indication, audiences are eager to follow him on that journey. A simple list with a powerful message. At its heart, Every Brilliant Thing is a reminder that life's greatest treasures often come in small packages. The smell of fresh coffee, dancing in your kitchen, laughing until you cry, hearing your favorite song on the radio. Through these tiny moments, the play celebrates the beauty of being alive. And with Daniel Radcliffe guiding audiences through the story, that message feels more powerful than ever. His performance proves that sometimes the most magical experiences don't involve wands or spells. Sometimes they happen on a bare stage, with nothing but a story and a list of brilliant things.